What's up, all you clashers out there? This is Galaxis, and we are here to do some more expert dungeons. Go ahead and grab our magic real quick. We're going to be working on dungeons 3 now. This is 3, 1 through 5, and then we'll be coming back with some dungeons 6 through 10. Will be the next one we're going to be doing, and we're also going to do dungeon substitutions. So that'll be another video that I'll be uploading. Is dungeons 3, 1 through 10, or 1 through 5, and it'll be a substitution video, and then I'll do 6 through 10 substitution also. So, you know, we'll be doing substitutions, basically just giving you guys an idea of other heroes that you might be able to use. And we're gonna go ahead and start here on 3-1. I'm thinking probably spawn down here, drop your guys in, buy these these troops down here. Those guys, if you put your pumpkin in there, that'll help everything get going faster. So go ahead and drop in the Pumpkin Duke. Let him getting going there a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and drop the Guardian in and drop Santa, Cupid, Vlad, and Druid down, and just let those guys go to work. Start cleaning that stuff up, and just trying to keep everybody protected. Make sure you get your restoration in there. Hopefully we don't lose anybody, but it can get crazy, a little bit crazy in there, because there are a lot of bombs all around. You can see the bombs are going off there, especially by Pumpkin Duke on the side. That outer rim is pretty full of bombs, so you know it looks like he's running along the outer rim, so we're probably going to lose the Pumpkin and have to gem him back. I'd be really surprised if he makes it. Yeah, there he goes. So we lost the Pumpkin, and you know that's when life drain could help. That's when different things like that will be able to help him. Mostly life drain, but having a revive on him definitely helps. Now my guy had revive, but he came back, and it's a pretty low level revive, so he didn't come back with very much energy, and it pretty much took him out. So we'll go ahead and gem him back. Gonna have to pay the 10 gems to keep this thing going, because I don't want to take a break. I want to be able to keep on recording for you guys, so gonna have to spend a couple gems here and there. Grab our magic real quick and just go right back in. So we got 3 flames on 1. We did lose Pumpkin Duke due to those bombs along the outside, so you guys got to watch that. Not much that you can do if your pumpkin breaks off and goes over there, but maybe spawn a little bit further away from that side and try and get them to go through the middle. That might be a way to avoid that a little bit, but whatever, it's all good. So here we go, man. We're going to go back in. This is dungeon 3-2, and I think we're gonna drop out here by the griffins on this side over here. And again, I'll just drop in with the pumpkin on this and let those guys start proccing on them. Those towers are starting to affect them, so get ready to drop the Guardian in there, just giving them a little bit more time. There we go. Got the Guardian down, and that's going to actually protect them in the cluster right there, because you can see there's basically a circle of arrow towers you got to watch out for there. But Vlad is able to stun a lot of those, and that's why I like to use him in these dungeons if you have them. But if not, you can use a Mortep. His storm isn't really as strong, but he definitely does put in work, and he's valuable to use, and he's a shardable hero. So just start saving up some shards, and you can have a Mortep. I remember when I saved up 7,500 shards. It was back in the time where there wasn't any way to get shards quickly. I mean, it took me like a month and a half to do that. It was true devotion, just grinding to get those shards, man. I mean, you couldn't sweep dungeons. None of that was available. I don't even think there was Hiri monsters when I did that. Maybe there was Hiri monsters, but maybe not. So we'll go ahead and drop. I think we're not going to drop by the troops. We'll probably think of dropping somewhere on the other side over here, and that way we can avoid all of those troops attacking our guys, because we don't want to have those guys be under fire by the towers and those troops. And there's a place to drop in right here, so we'll put our Guardian down and Frenzy down and just get everything going really quick. Once they start wiping everything out, it's not much of a problem. And Vlad, the radius of his proc is pretty nice. Sort of controls everything, keeps everybody safe. So you can see there's not much of a problem, and since we were able to spawn in the base, that's where I would suggest you to drop, put your guys in right there, and that's going to give you a chance to be within the walls and not have to break through the walls, and all your ground walkers will get stuck breaking through the walls. It sort of could split your whole crew up, because the guys who fly, your Cupid, in this case Cupid and Vlad Dracula, they're going to go across the wall and they're going to be in there away from the rest of the group. And you just don't want that. You want them to be able to stay close as possible. So let's grab some more magic. Let's just get back in, man, and try and get this going. We're running out of magic, so that's something that we're gonna, gold. We're gonna have to eventually go out and do some more raiding. Make sure we can keep buying some magic. But we're on to 3, 4. Got three flames and all of the others. So that's what it's all about, is trying to get your 3 flames. And when it gets on the higher ones, sometimes you just got to let it go. You're like, man, I'll take the 2 flames. I'll even take 1 flame if it's really giving me a hard problem, and maybe when I'm stronger I can come back. But sometimes you got to just do that. Just like working on some math problems in school. Sometimes you got to skip that one and come back, right? So that's what you have to do sometimes. So you notice I dropped in with Vlad. I want Vlad to start, spinning up and taking care of some of this stuff, because the way these are laid out with that X shape, they're coming, the towers are going to be shooting from all different angles. So a little bit dangerous for your guys. I wanted Vlad to come in and start proccing pretty quick to silence or, to stun those towers. That'll help me keep everything under control. And there are a lot of bombs in here, so this is going to probably get pretty crazy. Try not to lose anybody. And they were all moving pretty quick, so when I dropped the restoration, it worked a little bit, but they kept on moving and moved out of the radius of the restoration. So it was only a little bit effective, but hey, we didn't lose anybody, so that's all good. Not tripping at all on that. You see those bombs in the middle, still trying to come off and still trying to take somebody out. We're still at risk here of losing somebody. Okay, we got that. So we got 3 flames there. We didn't lose anybody. So far, we haven't had to spend too many gems. But we'll go ahead and get right back in. See, so we have, done pretty good there. So far, we haven't ran into any problems, and we are on 3, 5. So I think we're going to be able to walk through this pretty easily. Try and think of where to come in. Probably over on this side here by the troops right there, and maybe over on this side, because we don't want to get targeted by both sets of troops. Really only want one of those guys to start going off. And there you go. See, I dropped again with Vlad Dracula just to get him going, because I want to be able to control some of these towers in here. And let's wait for a good time to put my restoration down. Looks like they got everything pretty much under control. It's good sometimes when your druid breaks off. You can see the druid is broke off over there with the Pumpkin Duke. So sort of keeping him helping to keep him alive. And actually the druid is right in the middle, so he was healing the Santa. So the Santa's under fire there, but he was healing Santa and healing the Pumpkin Duke. So you gotta love that. And looks like we're not having much of a problem taking that out. Okay, so we ran through those pretty easily. I think 3 didn't give us much of a problem, with this squad, and we even got 19 shards for that. That's cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and we'll get ready to switch up, and we'll substitute, and that's going to be the next video that I'll upload, is some substitutions, and we can go ahead and just keep on going here. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, we got all of the ones. So you guys stick around. We'll just keep on working through these expert dungeons and try and get up to the higher ones, and maybe get on to insane dungeons next. But hey, I appreciate everybody showing support. Just keep on grinding, y'all. Till next time, Galaxis out.